I can go last if you want. If you need someone too, I can do like 20.
Yeah. No, I know. Parker's in the pocket.
I'm in the pocket.
And we are
we
on
going?
the Drive Time podcast.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah.
We're kicking it off live.
Dude,
Local,
fuck it,
and late
we'll do
breaking.
it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Fuck it.
God, I love Bill O'Reilly. Whatever happened to that guy?
I think people got too mad at him.
Is he dead? Shouldn't he be dead by now?
Yeah, I can't imagine that he's in good health.
Dude, wouldn't it be great if, like, he ended up being right about, like, Catholicism and he goes to heaven and, like, everyone else is in hell and he's like, I told you. Rap music causes criminals.
Yeah.
No, God, I fucking hate.
Dude, have you seen not John Taffer, Jesus Christ.
Jon Stewart?
Jon Stewart debate Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Even though people are sucking Jon Stewart's dick a little bit much these days, dude.
Dude, his stuff...
It's very deserved. Like, 95% deserved, but there's like a 5% of it where it's like, all right, calm down. He's not a fucking Jesus Christ, you know?
Dude, him, I don't know
if he's... Is this an orchard, too?
Yeah, we are... Parker and I are currently in the middle of an orchard. Dude, I wonder if this is where they source the fruits for their wines.
That'd be cool.
Some of the non-grape-based wines.
Right.
Anyway, I think, like...
They're like, Jon Stewart's back. Trump's not going to get elected now. It's like, I don't think... No one... Like, no. Like, no one cares. Like...
Dude, apparently people are upset, though, about Jon Stewart. Not because he's making fun of conservative, but because he made fun of Joe Biden.
Yeah.
And they're like, you can't do that. And he's like, I'm making fun of both. He's
right.
that's always been the Daily Show.
It's never been just making fun of. He does make fun of conservatives, like, 3 times more, but he also does, like he made fun of, like, Joe Biden, like, licking ice cream and stuff like that, like, back in the day.
I think, back in the day, I think it was, he kind of played, like, a pseudo-conservative character, and so he made fun of Republicans more, but I also think he talked about a lot of it from a Republican perspective kind of thing.
Jon Stewart, I thought he always talked kind of from a liberal perspective. I thought that the other dude was Colbert played the conservative.
I think they were both in a similar vein. I think Jon Stewart was much better at it than Stephen Colbert.
Colbert Show, no. Colbert Show is fucking awesome because it was a parody of, and that was a great thing to parody, was the self-seriousness of, like, Bill O'Reilly and who's the fucking radio guy?
That
he smoked cigarettes.
Yeah. Rush Limbaugh.
Great name.
Great fucking name. That's a football coach name.
Oh, dude, we're only 10 miles away?
Yeah, we're cruising.
Yeah, dude.
But, no, dude,
Rush
Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh is also tricky, and I understand why people get wrapped up in it, because my grandfather would sometimes put on, like, AM radio, and Rush Limbaugh would be on there, so obviously his career was going great. Right. But, he'd put on, like, AM radio, and it was Rush Limbaugh, and, dude, you'd be like, I disagree with everything he's saying, but I believe him. Like, it was, like, one of those things. You're like, God damn, dude. He was, like, so good at, like, the whole, and I guess kind of fear-mongering, but, like, that whole angle of just, like, here's what the Democrats are doing wrong. And you're like, damn, fuck them Dems. Like, it's like, dude, he's convincing. Like, he's a great...
Dude, it's also, I've realized that recently, and I'm not trying to do some shit, like, some fucking hack, like, white guys suck bit.
Yeah.
But me and you, we're white guys. We are who, like, all that propaganda is made for.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Are custom
they
built.
Are like literally, like, it is to appeal to us.
Dude, I grew up on a farm in Carroll County.
Yeah.
I had to...
But I have to remind myself sometimes when I see like all the like I've been watching the, like, immigrant situation.
Oh yeah.
I have to remind myself, like, dude, Parker, you love burritos, dog. Like, this is there. You can't lose here.
I think that
you
that
can't
is
lose, Parker.
Like, when I was younger, my family was kind of like lower middle class, but when I was getting out of high school, they made their way to upper middle class. Not bragging, but, like, a lot of it, you're like, you got a lot to overcome. You got a lot to overcome there.
Right.
You know, there was a lot, especially because I grew up in Carroll County. There was 2 black people in my high school. Like, it's like, all right, you're not getting exposed to a whole lot.
They're both the janitors, too.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
They're actually, unfortunately, there were more black janitors than black students, which is...
Jesus Christ, Al.
That's true. We had 3 black janitors.
Was there also, like a fucking car that had a fucking...
A Dixie flag on the top?
A Dixie flag, and then people go, there go them Duke boys again.
Dude, it was... No, I mean, like, it's one of those things, like, especially because it was mostly white people, you don't really realize it. Until then I went to Towson, and I was like, there's a lot of not white people here. Like, it's one of those things. You're like, oh, hey, wow, look at this. And then, they're talking about stuff, and you're like, all right, I'm sure it's not that bad. And then you see stuff, you're like, it is kind of that bad. Fuck.
Yeah.
You're like, God damn it. Was everything I grew up on wrong? And it's not like my parents...
It's not that everything you grew up on was wrong. It's that the people that were self-righteous about, like, the stuff that was wrong were just really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And you don't want to, like, admit that, like, not that they were totally right, because they weren't, but that maybe they were right about, like, a couple things, you know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have had the Native American, stereotype that we killed every year,
No, I don't know. It was a lot. It was, but this is a little more political than we normally
That's
get on the
fine. We can get political.
We'll do what we want.
You know what I saw political the other day that I saw? The mayor of Paris. This is real. The mayor of Paris said...
France?
Paris, France. Yes, okay. Correct. Paris. Sorry, I should say
Paris. Yeah, we are culture.
Said that, like, she doesn't think Russia should be allowed in the Olympics. Because of the war in Ukraine.
Because Vladimir would sweep all the events by himself.
She said that Vladimir was like a dictator that wanted to take over Europe. And I heard that, I'm like, oh, really, France? You don't like dictators that try and take over, or pretty much succeed in taking over Europe? Oh, and who eventually defeated that dictator? Fucking Russia. That's who defeated it. It's like, I'm not pro-Russian, but, like, you need to shut your fucking mouth, France.
Dude, it is. I feel like France, in Parks and Rec, Jerry, that fat guy that they always make fun of.
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck Jerry, that whole thing. I feel like France is kind of that of Europe. You're like, shut the fuck up.
They lost one time in World War II. They got steamrolled. But before that, they fucking, like... steamrolled everyone else. Fucking Napoleon was probably like the best military mind of all time. Like a lot of people think that.
Yeah, but now.
Huh?
Yeah, but now.
Even now, man.
Even now. I don't know. I'm not a big France guy.
He was like super good against modern militaries. I don't know. I like France.
You're a France guy?
Their food is very good.
That's true.
Have you ever had their food?
I have had some.
Their wine, their cheese.
Yeah.
They're very good cheese.
I love a good treat. Yeah, we had some in my French class.
Dude, that's one of the things I'm going to eat when on this diet's over. I'm just going to get, like, literally, like, $40-$50 worth of cheese and just sit and eat it. Like, no crackers, nothing.
Just slam it.
Well, maybe, like a nice bottle of, like, red wine or something with it, too.
Maybe we should do a little charcuterie night, Parker.
No, it needs to be more gluttonous than that. Charcuterie implies some amount of restraint. It implies a tasteful amount of each item, you know what I mean? Like the salami is cut. You aren't just biting into a salami. Yeah. That's what I need. I need the fucking, we should go to
the Three Pines Tavern. The Three Pines Tavern looks like a cheap place to get hammered.
Oh yeah. It looks like a place with a pool table.
It does. It definitely has a pool table. 100%. I'm surprised they didn't advertise that out front.
Yeah, exactly.
Church of Christ. All right.
Yeah, that's a little on the nose.
Yeah, a little
real creative name.
We're the
Church of
God
Jesus. Yeah. Church of God and stuff.
Yeah. Rugged Oak Canine Camp.
Is this what the podcast is? Because we could fill fucking 3 hours.
We're just reading signs.
Reading precision.
Fuck Mount Holly beverage open Sundays.
Eagle Storage. Wow.
They got a drug drop.
Hold on. I was talking about something.
France.
What was I going to talk about?
Cheese, charcuterie.
Oh, yeah. Dude, all right. There is this really cool place.
I'm sorry. That's a Church of God.
God, I can't drive and keep things in the fucking cache of topics to talk about. There's this place called Di Pasquale's that we definitely should go to next time you come down. Like even just for dinner. They have like it's a Italian market.
Yeah.
That has like literally the best sandwiches in Baltimore, probably.
Oh, I love sandwiches.
Like great Italian sandwiches. They also have pizza, which I haven't had, but looks fucking amazing. But it's also like a market, so you can go around and buy like fucking sausages, prosciutto, like nice Italian meats. You know what I mean? Stuff like that too.
That sounds like a dream.
That would be like awesome to do that, and then do like a podcast in my house, maybe with a nice like you said, like a nice bottle of wine, maybe some sausage.
Yeah. me and Parker gonna have a little date night.
Dude, a little date night. Like, honestly.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I ain't having one. Dude, all right, I don't want to name names, too, but, like, I have literally started, like, having women flirt with me now. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Well, I feel like if they're probably thinking if he can commit to a diet like this.
What else can he commit to?
He can commit to this ass.
Exactly. Yeah, I have noticed, I feel like when I was in high school, there were more chicks that had, like, gigantic asses. And now they're good, but they aren't, like,
Yeah.
They aren't ridiculous levels.
There has been a real Buddhanomic downturn.
Yeah, what's going on there? Is it inflation? Is it people can't afford groceries anymore?
As inflation goes up, the butts go down.
Eat the booties like groceries, but then it's like a dude looking at his like tax return, like fuck, dude, I can't
eat the groceries.
I can't
like
eat the groceries like groceries. Yeah. Yeah, fuck.
Dude.
Groceries are fucking expensive these days.
Yeah, dude, they are.
I also never understood eat the booty like groceries. Like, groceries are not a prepared food.
Yeah.
So you don't, like, groceries kind of are like, that's part of them, is they still have to be...
Eat the booty like groceries. All right, so step one, you're going to prepare a roux.
Yeah. Put some butter and flour in a pan.
Yeah, all right, so you're going to put the butter in the pan. Now, you're also going to preheat the oven to 350.
Yeah.
Eating the booty like groceries sounds like more of an ordeal. What about eat the booty like takeout?
Eat the booty like takeout.
That feels a little more streamlined to me.
What's, eat the booty like a burrito from Chipotle. I don't know.
Eat the booty like... Well, you can't eat the booty
I do feel like one thing that sucks about you being married is, like, part of our relationship was talking about the crazy sexual experiences you had. And not that you aren't having good sexual experiences.
Right.
But I feel like you're, like, they're not crazy anymore.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm a one-man band now. Just, hanging out with my...
Hopefully two-man band. Hopefully not one-man band.
My wife is a woman. Okay.
But that would be... But all right, never mind. Don't worry about it.
What I'm trying to say is I'm not out looking for more talent.
I'm a one-man band. You're a two-man band.
Right.
Yeah, you're not looking for new talent.
That's a better way to put it.
I'm pretty sure this chick, like 2 nights ago, that was married was hitting on me, and I'm like,
Yeah, normally you like them right when they get proposed to.
Right. Shut the fuck up. Right. Allegedly. It's called prima nocti, okay?
Prima nocti. Is that the term?
Well, prima nocti is when, do you know what that is? Like, do you know? Oh, it's like a old medieval thing where, like, it's like when a couple got married, like the local lord would get to sleep with the wife on the first night.
That's beautiful. That's just a beautiful
prima
tradition.
nocti means first night, I think.
So would that be like...
It wasn't a real thing. I'm pretty sure it's just made up for, like... Or it was, like, incredibly rare, maybe. Like, it was not a widespread thing at all. But it's...
what if that's just what being the president was?
Yeah.
It's like, God damn, 88 people have gotten married today? Fuck. Like...
Give me more Blue Chew. The president needs more Blue Chew.
Yeah. Do you think it would be the president, or maybe he'd probably have to delegate it to a local level?
Being a manager is about delegation now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the whole reason I became the county commissioner. I was trying to fuck dudes' wives, like
the county commissioner.
Yeah.
No one knows what any of those fucking jobs do, too.
Yeah, no, it's... so the commissioner was busy, so I actually had the comptroller sleep with my wife.
I still don't understand how embezzling works. Like, they'll be like, yeah, the county commissioner embezzled...
Hello, everybody. This is Al with the Drive Time Podcast. Unfortunately, the battery died during this segment of the episode, so it was lost forever. Fortunately for you all, we promptly got new batteries into the device and continued the episode. So we hope you enjoy the remainder. Remember to give us a 5-star review on Spotify because we desperately need to beat the Dolphins podcast for SEO. Thank you.
Tell me when.
Rolling.
All right, so I think we were talking about prima nocti.
Yeah.
How about prima podkai? And the first time we have a guest on, they have to suck both our dicks.
I think, I think that is that's a good choice. I think that's good. There's nothing wrong with a little fellatio.
It's not gay if you're sucking dicks.
Maybe we were talking about changing the name of the podcast. Maybe we change it to the Fellatio Show.
Oh, we have to talk about that too.
Yeah.
We have to talk. All right, so we'll talk to the listeners. Seriously, hit me or Al up about this, okay?
Yeah.
So the problem is that when you search Drive Time Podcast,
other
or
podcasts
just Drive
come
Time,
up.
There's like a bunch of other podcasts, and ours isn't even like on the first page of Google, right?
Right. But there are some ways our fans could help if they 5-star react our podcast or share an episode, even if they don't send it to anybody. If they just hit that share button, that'll help.
But I think it's got to be like it's got to be within the first 5 results, because I'm not gonna lie to you, Al, I've never gone to the second page of Google for something like that.
Yeah.
So my suggestion, and Al isn't completely opposed, but I don't think he's also completely convinced either.
We've built a brand.
Is that we change it from Drive Time to Drive Time Laughs.
So here's the tricky thing: if you put anything after the phrase Drive Time, it gives you directions to any place with that name. So like if you put in Drive Time Laughs, it's like, here's the drive time to the Laugh Factory.
So, all right, then maybe we should do something completely different then too.
Maybe a hard
we could
pivot.
call it DT Laughs. DT
Laughs. Okay.
DT Laughs. And we could tell people just Google DT Laughs. I think that would be good. That would be good. And we can still keep Drive Time, but we call it, DT Laughs. And like a lot of podcasts, they start out with some type of acronym that people forget over time.
Yeah, I mean the Joe Rogan Experience. People just say JRE.
I was actually thinking like maybe we could call it the Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh yeah, like the Joe Rogan Experience, but in a car.
No, just call it the Joe Rogan Experience.
Okay, I like that. I think that's good because they've already got the brand recognition.
Exactly.
There's so much.
Maybe we show up second after Joe Rogan's version of the podcast, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's real, but Froggy Fresh, the rapper, he posted something on his Instagram the other day. It was like an email conversation, and it said something about him being on the Joe Rogan Experience.
What?
I don't know if it's real, but he's
I don't think that's real.
I don't know. Joe Rogan has like some like low-level kind of celebrities on sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like maybe.
Did you hear about him in the whole fight, the boxing thing?
Yeah, didn't he get like screwed out of it?
Yeah, he was supposed to fight this person, and then he the guy who's running it is this guy named iDubbbz.
Yeah, I know him.
He's a YouTube guy.
Yeah.
He used to be like super edgy, and now he's like
super soft,
super politically correct and shit. And his wife is, dude, he took his wife's last name. I get you guys keeping your last names. I get hyphenating. Taking your wife's last name, I could never, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a super masculine guy, but dude, I would literally like rather cut my fucking balls off and give them to your wife as like a fucking trophy.
Your wife's father.
Do that
as tradition states.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, I didn't. I told like Jackie, honestly, not that conversation ever really happened because she was fine with taking my last name. I also told her I don't care if she keeps her last name, right? Because she got a master's degree under her last name. Like I get if you want to keep that role, because she's talked about getting her doctorate before and that stuff. So it's like
I'd also be down to hyphenate too.
Yeah.
Except, does someone have a bit about that where they're like, well, what happens when two people with hyphenated names get married? Do they get does it get concatenated together? So it's.
I think you take the first half. Of your name, first name, and the second half of the other person, and you mush it. But then
you could debate about who's first and who's second.
Now here was a thought that I had that I don't think a lot of people have done. Is
that a cop?
Yeah,
That's
it's a cop. Fuck 12. You're good. They can't see nothing. We got our head on a swivel. We're golden.
Oh, is he following me though? Oh, he's gonna be following me.
Yeah, but he's pulling out anyway.
That's fine.
We're in a 45. You're going 50, so you're
50.
good. 49 actually. 49. But we're good. We're good. If he pulls us over, I'll just hold the other mic. We're good. We're staying live though.
Is it? We still don't know if this is illegal or not, right?
We're not sure because you are still making contact with the steering wheel. You have control of the vehicle.
But one of my hands is occupied.
Yeah, but if I just grabbed the mic and held it, who's to say
that you weren't holding it for me the whole time?
Yeah.
True.
We have plausible deniability. That'll hold up in a court of law. But
I like that plausible and possible are so close to each other. In words
because
they're very similar.
They mean the same thing.
Pretty much.
Plausible means it could have happened. Possible means. Why are there two words?
I'm trying to remember. But there are other words like that where it's like. These words mean the same thing, and they're like two letters apart.
Well, yeah,
but you'll look up the etymology, and one of them would be from like Greek, and one of them would be from like German. So I found that out. Gauntlet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like gauntlet is a piece of armor that you wear on your hand,
right?
But it's also something that you like run through,
yeah.
Right? Well, it turns out that this is probably super uninteresting, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, run through it, baby.
Turns out that that like there used to be another word that was called like gauntlet or some shit in French. That was basically like you would run in a line. It was like a military thing, and like people would like hit you with sticks as you ran through.
Right.
And it was just so close. It was close enough to gauntlet that people just started using the same word for both of them.
Are you sure gauntlet isn't just from the word gauntlet? Is it like
no, they're like not from the same thing at all.
Interesting.
That's called etymology.
Yeah,
you ever look up where the word etymology comes from?
No.
That's a fucking joke. That's a self-referential joke.
Is that a layers? There's layers, so you got to know something to know that joke.
Yeah. You got to be educated.
But no, like we were talking about the last name thing. What I think it would be an interesting idea that people don't do is what if you just came up with a new last name for both of you?
I kind of like that. Kind of like a joining of the...
Yeah.
Like especially if your last names mean something in English.
Yeah.
Like if white and black were like the two last names, it could be gray.
That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, no, Jackie and I actually have changed...
Hold on, there's
Go ahead.
we got to do something.
No, we were going to change our last name to Christ, actually.
Really?
To be closer to God. We're very religious.
Shut the fuck up. That got me pretty good. Have you been to a dollar store recently? I haven't been to a dollar. I used to love the dollar store as a kid. I fucking loved it because they had toys for $1. My mom would be like, "Yeah, get like 2 toys."
Dude, yeah. So a lot of dollar stores though, it's like $5 or less. It's just a Five Below.
Right. But Five Below isn't Five Below anymore.
Yeah.
Now Five Below, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna get on it. We're gonna get started.
We're gonna get on a tangent. We're tangent guys.
Yeah.
Big tangent guys. Should we reread the same names that we saw coming through earlier? Should we keep reading?
Car wash every day.
$5 isn't bad though. You want to take? I'll buy. You want me to take your car through right now? Buy you a little car wash?
No.
You're right.
I have a dude. There's a place on York Road that I like a lot. Oh, you might know that place because you used to work in Cockeysville.
The blue one?
Maybe, but it's like they vacuum the inside of your car for you and shit
that's
too.
Nice. That's a treat.
Dude, that's a cool. I need to go do that. I also need to just get like Also, I don't know very much about cars, but I'm coming up on 50,000 miles on this baby. So I need to I've never gotten my tires aligned or my tires rotated or any maintenance outside of an oil change.
That's
you know
good.
what I mean?
When we're an hour from my house, it's a good thing to bring up.
But how often are you supposed to get your alignment checked?
I don't know. I feel like it's normally when you get your tires changed is when they do it. You know, it's just kind of
But I feel like my tires are still pretty good.
Well, you do a lot of city driving, so you're not putting as much wear and tear on the car, probably.
Right.
I don't know. Although I just blew my tranny the other day, my transmission allegedly. So that's why Parker's driving today, is because I am sans car at the moment. I got my 96 F-150.
I saw that in there.
Yeah.
Whose car is that?
That was my grandfather's truck. Me and my dad kind of share it, but we call it mine on paper.
So it's kind of like the loaner or whatever.
Yeah.
I like that.
But I don't know. See, that's the bitch. Is I've been paying my credit card off. So I was I'm close enough to being able to get a new car.
Right.
My credit's almost high enough to get a car loan. I was fuck, if this would have happened 2 months from now, it would have been fine.
Dude, that would have been dope.
I was God damn it. Now I've got to get it fixed. But it's one of those things we took it to the shop and they're you need a new transmission. But to be honest, for those of you listening at home, a little tip. If they say you need a new transmission, it's because it's a lot easier than diagnosing the actual issue with the transmission. So a lot of times you go to a transmission shop, they can fix that shit for a lot less money. Or it's just a sensor issue. So this is an educational podcast, I think, for the people, Parker.
This is Car Talk.
Yeah, that's what we're going to...
should be the guys from Car Talk.
This is the Car Talk podcast.
Transmission. What did you have sex with her last night?
Oh.
They both laugh a lot at at really bad jokes. Well, let me ask you this, dude. I love Car. You know Car Talk, right?
No.
It's on NPR.
Oh.
It's these two Chicago, maybe it's Chicago or they're Wisconsin guys, and they people will call in, they'll be I have a 1963 Pontiac, and when I accelerate, it makes it sounds like Michael Jackson going tee-hee, and they go, let me ask you this. When you turn left, do you also sometimes hear Hulk Hogan? And the guy goes, yeah, I do. And they're yeah, and they just diagnose this shit crazy, it's insane.
Yeah. That's fucking funny.
You know what it really is? It's kind of like like a detective show almost.
Oh, like see?
Yeah,
You know, like that. She was abroad. She was in the night.
She was mommy's apple pie. She was a
whore.
Oh god.
Or is it she was a
Have
hooker?
you ever watched Columbo?
No.
Columbo's a fucking good ass show too.
Really?
It still hangs up. It still holds up.
Rolled up the woolly and I watched Columbo. That's another Beastie Boys reference.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Columbo's good.
Let me clear my throat. But no, dude, some detective shows are good. You ever watch Perot?
No.
Perot's a good one. He's like
Ross Perot?
yeah, pretty much. I think it's spelled the same even, but he's got like a twisty mustache. Actually, they incorporated him into the there was a movie about like the guy was trying to solve something on a train, the Orient Express or
Yeah,
something.
Murder on the Orient Express.
That's Perot. That's the character, the guy that guy was playing.
like Death on the Nile too.
Yeah. That guy, the
Yeah,
character
I liked Murder on the Orient Express. I didn't like the one on the Nile as much though, weirdly enough.
I didn't see either. But I just know that the character is Perot.
It's that guy?
It's that character.
What?
It's not that guy. But yeah, it's like he had like a whole series back in the day.
Right, it's Agatha Christie novels.
Yeah. So it's just that. But make sure I didn't bump the knobs here. Oh, we're good. Hate it when I bump the knobs.
Hate it when I bump the
when I get
knobs.
bumping knobs. But
You're also keeping track of when we'll start the last pod.
Yeah. So just so you guys know,
we got a little bit left.
We're cheating a little bit.
It's not cheating.
We're just trying to maximize our productivity, right? So we had a pretty long drive tonight, so we're gonna do about 50-minute podcast.
About 50.
So you're getting
50.
You're getting some juicy ones.
Yeah.
You're still getting some plump, fat ass podcasts for you to put on your dummy radio. You know what I mean?
You heard me.
You heard?
You heard me. We need a catchphrase.
We do.
Let's start.
I think it's just, what's the deal? It's just a Jerry Seinfeld line.
What's the deal?
No, I was talking to Caleb the other day because there's something I love about when people are still pushing like outdated mediums. Like we were talking about, Parker and I were talking. I think before we started the episode that like where if
DVDs.
If we're getting into this film festival, I like designed a DVD cover for our 4.5-minute film because I think it'd be so funny to like hand out DVDs for a short film. I don't know why, but I love shit like that. Like when people are making DVDs, I've seen a lot of bands recently where they'll have like a cassette tape of their album, like that kind of stuff. There's something so funny to me about just doing stuff that like nobody can even use really. Like vinyl's made a comeback, but like I don't think anybody's actually.
Can I ask you something?
Okay, go ahead.
I know somebody with a record player. It doesn't sound better.
You don't think so?
Do you?
I think it does.
You know what I found out too? A lot of these records, they're digital. They're like digitally printed. So it's not like the old school way of printing, like with the grooves and shit. It's like pretty much digitally recorded and then printed.
Yeah, so that's
you've lost the fidelity.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. But
if it goes digital at any point in like the pipeline, like then you lose that whatever fidelity or whatever.
No, that's a good point. I have some older ones. I have
also I'm a computer guy, so I go digital.
Ones and zeros, baby. Ones and zeros is all it is.
Yeah, I can store even how much of a bitch you are in ones and zeros. So that's my game. In a fucking relational database.
Big
bitch.
time. Dude, Parker's a big relational database guy.
I love relational databases.
I don't know if you guys knew that about him, but like if there's a relational, he's got databases.
A relation.
No, I like relational.
Relational.
Look, Parker,
that sounds like a type of couch for like
relational.
Yeah, but it's like where you sleep on it because your girlfriend's mad at you. You know what I mean?
No, it's the more.
That's a fucking joke, dog. Yeah. Come on, give me something on that.
No, I was gonna tag it. I was just gonna say it's like the more progressive version of the love seat.
Yeah.
Love doesn't have to be involved. It's the relational.
Right.
You know,
this is purely physical.
Yeah.
I still don't understand what a situationship is. Can you explain this to me?
I don't know either because it's not a relationship.
It's like it's not a relationship,
but it's not friends with benefits.
That's the thing that doesn't make any sense. They're like it's not friends with benefits.
I think it's friends.
It's more than friends with benefits.
It's like a no strings attached, but there are some strings.
That doesn't make any sense
not
though.
Full relationship strings, but there's strings.
Is
like maybe one person has feelings.
Yeah, is it one of them like has feelings and the other one doesn't?
Maybe one of them's in a relationship. It's like one of those like lopsided open relationships,
right?
Where it's like it's not actually open. It's like only open for one person. Dude,
I had a dream about that one day that like I was dating a girl who not like a real life girl existed in the dreams, and she wanted to open up the relationship.
Yeah.
And I agreed to it, but instead of like sleeping with other people, I just did fun shit I wanted to do by myself.
That's kind of a funny idea, though.
Yeah, like I just went to like the arcade and stuff, and then she got mad at me because she found out I wasn't like sleeping with anybody.
Damn.
I'm like, we never said like I had.
I thought it was open to new ideas. You're fucking people.
And she's like, well, you lied about, and I was like, I guess I did lie, but like you're having sex with other people.
Yeah,
it's way worse.
No, well, and actually, honestly, because Jackie and I have like some different interests when it comes to like music and movies that we like and stuff.
No, really?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're pretty. She's a Taylor Swift gal, and I like the metals, but that would be funny. Be like, hey, I know we're supposed to have a date night tonight, but I actually wanted to go see Metallica. Not that Metallica's a death metal band, dude. There is like
Metallica is fucking dope though.
Yeah, they are.
I've been getting back into like fucking Slipknot and shit. Slipknot's fucking awesome.
I've gotten
Duality is like one of the best songs ever written.
Yeah.
I push my fingers into my eyes. And you know who else is good? Fucking System of a Down. I heard BYOB for the first time. I don't know if you heard that
for the first time. You heard
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get into System of a Down at all when I was in like middle school.
Dude, I hate to be
that song's fucking awesome.
I hate to be too YouTube comment on you.
Okay.
But I am envious that you're getting to experience System of a Down for the first time.
Yeah. I wish I could. Yeah.
Dude, like that. Well, because I mean, I did Chop Suey on karaoke that one time.
Yeah.
But BYOB is because I love the chorus isn't well sang. It's everybody's gone, and then the guitarist goes everybody. Oh, dude.
Real good time.
No, I saw them live.
And the fucking just the rhythm is very good on it too, like the drumming.
Yeah, dude, the drums got up. He's got a little pocket.
He's going.
I think his name's like John Dullian or something like that.
Care.
Dulliman.
I really don't care.
People got mad because he's like, Trump's saying it. And people are like, ooh. Which is kind of funny because they're like a super anti-government band.
Dude, did you see all like a couple of celebrities were like hanging out with Trump at UFC or whatever?
Oh, shit.
A bunch of...
Cancel them.
A bunch of football players were like hanging out with him. Like Edelman, I think, was.
Oh, yeah, Julian Edelman. Edelnut.
Dude, and that's what I'll say. I'm a UFC fan, and like... Biden ain't coming to UFC events. Why the fuck isn't he at the UFC event?
Yeah.
Trump can make time.
Yeah, it's because Biden already has CTE.
That's true.
He's already got the byproduct of UFC.
Well, they're gonna go in there and they're gonna have a big fight.
Well, also, I mean,
they're gonna punch each other in the face.
In no ways is this like a pro-Trump podcast, but Donald Trump did.
I'll say it. This is a pro-Trump.
God damn it. That's the new name of the podcast.
Yeah.
It's pro-Trump.
Trump is correct.
No, but
I agree with Trump's political positions and the decisions he's made with his personal life. Podcast. Oh, fuck. A good thing I looked at this. I didn't realize how close we were to this.
Parker and I are just like always just walking that line.
Yeah.
We're kind of we straddle the line. We don't walk the line. We got a foot on each side. Not even politically, just like with what we're saying.
I think like both of us are just very like disaffected. Like we live in Maryland. It doesn't matter who we vote for in the presidential election.
Yeah.
And like people that think that it like the ritual still matters are fucking nerds.
What do you mean by the ritual?
Like people be like, you should still vote, and it's like, no, it doesn't do anything.
Voting for the president, but like the only thing that I think really matters with voting is you'll get like stuff for like state bills will be in there. It's like, should we legalize marijuana?
Yeah.
I think that's the reason to vote. Yeah, you're not.
But then that should be the reason. It shouldn't. Like people don't say that. People are like, well, you need to participate in the presidential election.
Yeah.
Even though like they're like your vote is inconsequential, and it's like. Or I could just stay home and not do that.
It is kind of crazy. Yeah, that will be the anti-voting podcast. But it is.
I'm down with that. That could be our first official political position. No one should vote.
Yeah. Because that's what's fucked up.
And then now, both of our votes will be the only ones that count. But we'll vote for different people.
And then it'll be a split and it won't matter. Fuck. But, well, no, see, I don't want to keep talking about politics.
We can talk about whatever, dude.
Really?
Who cares?
But, no.
Politics, it's one great big setup for these white blue-collar hicks trying to make $1 off of rap music with a subliminal ball of tricks.
Damn.
For those who eat ass and swallow dicks.
Damn.
It's from an Eminem song, I believe, called Low Down and Dirty.
Well, here is what I'll say,
rolled
though.
down
Just
and dirty.
based off of what you said, it is funny that because people do phrase it like that. They're like,
Right.
even though your vote doesn't matter, you should still vote. And
Yeah.
it's crazy to tell somebody, even though it doesn't matter,
Exactly.
you should still do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what it would be like? It would be like if when you threw something in the trash, like someone else came along and just took it out of the trash can and like threw it back on the ground.
Yeah.
You're like, well, you should still put it in the trash. It's like, no, it doesn't matter then.
Yeah, you just threw it on the ground.
Yeah, someone's just gonna come along and throw it on the ground, dude. Can I switch lanes real quick?
Yeah, go on.
Also,
Just use
we're
your turn signal. Oh, a little drive time humor.
We're at about 53 minutes. Do you think we should?
All right.
53 minutes left.
Yeah,
Do you
guys.
think we should.
We'll just wrap it here.
Okay.
It's hard to gauge because
It's
we
hard to
split it
gauge.
between the up and back.
Exactly.
So this has been the Drive Time Podcast, I guess. The Politicast.
The Politicast.
But I'm Alfred Barnes.
And I'm Parker Brown.
Goodbye.